let's go to SAS and let me show you how I can run this equation. So you go there, and then dependent variable will go on the dependent variable, and independent variable will go under continuous effect or categorical impact. So let's go to explore and visualize as we did before. So there's a VS Bank data. And now, I chose VS data, but if you don't have VS data, then you can just type VS. And that will give you the data. And then I'm going to open new worksheet and go to object and go down to linear regression and scroll to the screen. And you have this linear regression frame here. And then just need to put those data there. So go to roles and linear regression, response variable, that is dependent variable. And the sales variable, let's put under there. And that's target. And target binary new product. And then continuous effects, they are here, RFM1 and RFM8. And you use log RFM1 and RFM8. And then run it. And the regression has been run. And here's the result. This is the result of the regression. And we can see, I said you need to look at the R square. So you can change ASE to R square, and that's a 0.11, meaning these two variables explain 11% of the variance of the dependent variable. Right? So that's what it means. And if you want to look at the data more, roles, okay. So if you click on that, here's the response variable. And here is one of the interesting that you can do is you can think of income, right? Income and gender. Right? Does gender make an impact? So that's what you want to hypothesize. What do you think? Males are going to be making more transactions, or females are going to make more. So I'm conjecturing. I have not run this result, but I can see what happens. So we can now see. So add, right, and go to demographical variable here. We have a customer age, female, and the home value. So male. So I'm going to check on male and see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I added, and then here you can see male binary was added, and it is significant. So, and I need to see the value. So if I expand it, then I can see parameter estimate, and male binary is negative, meaning that females are making more transactions than males, which was very interesting to me. So I was wrong, right? My hypothesis was wrong.
Similar to A7.
Is logistics regression is similar to
No, like the way you set it up on.
This is similar to SPSS? That software?
Like when you're running logistics regression compared to linear. So
Oh, yeah, the same. Yes. Yeah. It is the same. So the difference between linear regression and logistics regression is that the dependent variable, you get it this way. Right? Whether this is binary or continuous. If you are using new sales, that's a continuous variable. What do I mean by continuous variable? Like GPA, it is possible to have 0, 1, 1.5, 1.345, right? So it's continuous. The numbers are continuously adjacent to each other. But binary variable, you have only 1 or 0. At that time, we call it a special case of linear regression, and we call it logistics regression. The way it runs the same, but the interpretations are different. So how interesting it is, I thought males are going to make more transactions, but it turns out that it's not. Females are making more transactions. So how interesting it is. And the only thing that you have to do in logistics regression is that you have to exponentiate, right? It's a little bit different from linear regression. What you have to do is you have to go to the result and then export data and then open it in Excel. And I have it here now. I'm going to go to parameter estimate, and here are the result. And let me expand it for you. And here's the estimate, meaning that here sales binary equals 0.46 minus 0.15 times RF1 plus, wow, that's also interesting, 0.10 RFM8 minus 0.005 gender male. Right, so that's the regression result that we have here, and we just need to interpret this one, right? So to do that, what do? I said you have to exponentiate the estimate. So exponentiate estimate, which is EXP, and do this. And this is what it is. So here is very important result for you. So 0.85 means, right, about 15% less. So what is the RFM1? RFM1 was average sales past 3 years. If there was sales in the past 3 years, what happens? 15% of less sales revenue. Okay, so let me do this. So here, 1 minus this. So that's let me see. No, to be exact, minus 1. So about 15% less. So here we see about 15% less time you're gonna make sales if you didn't make a sales in the past 3 years. What a surprise, right? Second, RFM8, if you look at the data that I gave you, RFM8 count lifetime direct promotion. So if you have made direct promotion to the customer, then you are about 10% more to make sales than the people who did not make a direct promotion. Makes sense? That's what it means by RFM 8. Now, gender, negative 0.005. What does that mean? 0.005, right? So about 0.5%, 0.5% of chance that you make less sales than limits. So it's slightly lower. It's a lot, not a lot, but slightly lower than real counterparts. So female counterparts. And I can write a paper out of this because there are so many things that we have to explain. Why is this the case? Right? Is it specific to this banking industry, or can it be transferred to Amazon or any other industries? Those things we can discuss. There's so many things to talk about. Does it make sense to you?